Hi everyone, my name is Becky and today I'm going to be showing you how I apply my Jamberry nails. Before I started the video, I put on some cuticle oil and rubbed it into my cuticles and then used a wooden orange stick, the flat side of it, to push my cuticles down. That's going to be really important because if you get the wrap on your cuticle or on your skin, it can allow water to get in there and it will break down the adhesive. And that'll make your jams last less time than they could if they were sealed really well. So that was the first thing I did. And now what I'm going to do, and after you have pushed your cuticles down, go wash your hands. If you have really oily nail beds, I suggest washing your hands with Dawn dish soap. That'll just help break down any oils that might be there still. So after you've washed your hands and pushed your cuticles down, I'm going to use my buffer block. This is the Jamberry buffer block, but you can find them in any nail kits that you get. And I'm just going to rough up this nail bed just a little bit. If you don't have a buffer block, you can use a nail file, just a lower grit, and do it really gently. So after I have buffed all of my nails, I'm going to use an alcohol wipe to clean my nails really well. I want to make sure that there isn't any oil or dirt or anything that would break down the adhesive any sooner. So I'm just going to wipe that really well and let it dry. Now today I'm going to be applying one of our holiday wraps. They're the foxes. I think they're really cheery for this fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my thumbnail first because I have a little trick that I have to do on my thumbs. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your sheet and you're just going to line it up over your nail and try to find the one that fits the best. Now, it's okay if the first time you do this it takes a little while. It's going to take you some time to figure out what the perfect size is. I've been doing it long enough now that I know which one I want to use. And the other thing to think about when you're trying to find the right size is you want to go a little bit smaller rather than a little bit larger. If you do pick one that's too big, that's okay. You can use your nail scissors to trim the side. But if you almost want like a little gap so that you can see a little bit of the nail here. Nobody's going to see it when they're looking at your nails and telling you how awesome they look, but it's gonna let you have that seal on the side instead of the nail wrap touching your skin and causing that breakdown. So I know for my thumb that I use this one here. So what I'm going to do is use the pointy end of my orange stick, put it back here, and I'm just going to lift it up and then cut the nail wrap in half. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. It's just hanging out there on the edge of the nail stick. And I'm going to use my Jamberry heater. You can definitely use a hairdryer if you don't have a heater. And that's what I did at first for a long time. I actually like my heater because I can do my nails in front of the TV. And I'm using it today so that I can keep talking to you while I'm doing this. So once your heater's on and it's warm, you're just going to hold the wrap in front of the heat. About 6 seconds for these wraps, or the thinner the wrap, the less time it needs to be in front of the heater. So if I were using a matte wrap or the metallic, sometimes they need less time in front of the heater. So 6 to 8 seconds, I'm sure that was way more than 6 to 8 seconds. And I forgot to do the part that I was going to show you. So my thumbnail is, it's actually kind of square along the nail bed. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. It's square along the bottom of the nail bed. So it's so that I don't have a nail showing in the corners. I will actually take my scissors and just trim off the very bottom of the nail of the wrap to make it a little bit flatter across the bottom. So this is, you can see that it's cut. I had to cut off this little paws. That's probably the only downside of this. And now I'll let my wrap get cool again, so I'm going to heat it up. So Jamberries are they're applied with heat and pressure. So you want to make sure your wrap is warm, and you want to make sure you apply enough pressure too. So I've got that on there. So what I'm going to do is just, I don't know if I can show you this. We'll give it a try. Stick it down there and roll it off. And now I'm not real happy with how I applied it because I wasn't on the table. So you can use the edge right here. That's the part that I know I'm going to cut off. So I'm okay with if I grab a hold of it. And I'm going to apply it to the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up, and then I'm going to go out to the sides. So you want to go bottom to top and then side to side. And after I've applied just some pressure with my thumb, I'm going to use the little rubber pusher and smooth it out and make sure that I've got a good seal along the bottom. You can also, this is a good time if you did get any bubbles, or if you didn't get it on there quite flat, you can use this to push out anything while it's still warm. Okay? The other thing that you can use, and you can also use this for scraping down your cuticles, is the nail spoon. This is something else that you can find in a lot of like manicure kits. What a lot of people will do is heat up this spoon for just a few seconds to make it warm, and then they'll go back through and push to make sure that it's sealed all the way around the edges. Now that I have put that on there, you want to give it just a second to cool. So when things heat up, they expand. So once the wrap starts to cool a little bit, it might contract just some. So you want to give it just a few seconds to cool off before you start trimming and filing. So you can see me in the camera. Anyways, you can see that I've got this extra right there. And maybe from the other side is a better way to see it. So that right there. What I'm going to do is trim kind of close to the nail just to get off that extra that's there. You can leave it there. You can cut it right along the edge. I'm normally not good enough at doing that, at getting it close enough. And so for most people, that's especially handy with the kids who you don't want to file their nails, but I'm going to use a nail file. And you're just going to go down at a 90-degree angle. And what that's going to do is any of the wrap that's hanging off the edge, let's see if you can see this. There's you can see a little piece right there. Any of the wrap that comes over the edge of your nail, we're just going to file to get rid of that. And then I'm just going to stick in front of the heater for a few seconds and push it down. Make sure it's really sealed. I'm going to push around that edge that I just filed, and that's it. Obviously it takes me a lot longer to do while I'm talking about it, so after you've done it several times, your application should take about 15 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on how many distractions you have running around the house. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. You can reach me at jamwithbecky14.jamberry.com or on Facebook at jamwithbecky. Thanks, and have a great day.